California, a land of dreams and golden horizons. But beneath the surface, some cities hold secrets that make homeownership a daunting journey. As the gentle hum of distant highways merges with the rustle of coastal breezes, there lies another California, one quietly marked by uncertainty, risk, and the weight of unrealized aspirations. Listen closely. The soundscape of this journey is a tapestry of hope and hardship, underscored by cinematic ambient music that ebbs and flows with every revelation. With each step, the promise of California's sunlit paradise gives way to shadows of economic worry and wavering security. Here, the streets are lined not just with palm trees, but with stories of struggle, lives tethered to homes that may never truly offer sanctuary. The immersive environmental sounds, footsteps on cracked pavement, distant sirens, the sighing of the wind, invite us to look past the postcard image and discover what truly lies beneath. Join me as we embark on a cinematic journey through 10 Californian cities where the dream of homeownership is fraught with peril. As the music swells and the landscape unfolds before us, let us uncover the hidden risks and challenges that await those who seek to put down roots in these forgotten corners of the Golden State. In Stockton, the promise of affordable living is shadowed by high crime rates and economic uncertainty. The city, cradled by the San Joaquin Delta, wears its history on its sleeve, a tapestry woven with ambition and hardship. As dusk falls, the ambient hum of city life mingles with a subtle tension in the air, a reminder that all is not as it seems. Streets that once bustled with optimism now echo with caution, their facades bearing silent witness to dreams deferred. Here, the gentle breeze carries more than the scent of the river. It carries stories of hard-fought battles with rising costs and fleeting stability. Home ownership, though tempting in its apparent accessibility, is often a gamble against forces beyond one's control. The promise of Stockton is undeniable, but so too are the shadows that linger, making every step toward homeownership a cautious one. Sunset over Stockton's river, boarded-up homes, slow-motion shots of quiet neighborhoods, distant police sirens, faded for sale signs. Bakersfield, where the sun sets over oil fields, but the housing market remains volatile and unpredictable. The golden light glints off pump jacks and dry grass, painting a scene of abundance that belies the turbulence beneath. Here, the air is thick with the scent of industry, and the landscape is marked by both growth and decline, a city in perpetual transition, where fortunes can change with the wind. For the hopeful homebuyer, Bakersfield offers a mirage of stability. Prices rise and fall like the tides, leaving residents to navigate an ever-shifting terrain. The rhythmic pulse of the city's industry is both a promise and a warning. Progress comes at a price, and those seeking shelter here may find the ground less solid than it appears. Silhouettes of oil rigs at sunset, aerial views of sprawling neighborhoods, time-lapse of changing skies, empty lots, flickering house lights. Fresno, surrounded by fertile valleys, yet burdened by stagnant home values and rising costs. The city breathes with the rhythm of agriculture, fields stretching to the horizon, their bounty a testament to nature's generosity. But within the heart of Fresno, the story shifts. Homes that once promised upward mobility now echo with the anxiety of diminishing returns. The gentle rustle of orchard leaves is met by the quiet murmur of concern among homeowners. Here, the cost of living creeps ever upward while wages lag behind, leaving many to wonder if the dream of homeownership is slipping further from reach. In Fresno, the land is rich, but the prospects for those seeking a foothold are far less certain. Rows of almond trees, aerials of suburbia, slow pans over for sale signs, families gazing out of windows, dusk settling over fields. San Bernardino, a city of contrasts, where homeownership dreams often clash with financial realities. Nestled against the backdrop of rugged mountains, its streets tell a story of resilience and struggle. The distant rumble of trains and the soft glow of neon signs paint an atmospheric, almost cinematic portrait, a city forever at a crossroads. While the landscape offers hope, the reality is more complex. High unemployment and fluctuating property values create a sense of instability, making it difficult for families to plant lasting roots. In San Bernardino, the dream of a forever home is often interrupted by the harshness of economic tides, turning what should be a haven into a battleground for survival. Mountain silhouettes at dusk, flickering streetlights, close-ups of aging homes, train horns in the distance, families walking with caution. Modesto, nestled in the heart of California but plagued by high foreclosure rates and limited growth, the city's fertile surroundings contrast starkly with the uncertainty that shadows its neighborhoods. Here, rows of modest homes sit quietly, each a testament to dreams, both realized and lost. The gentle chirp of crickets at night is punctuated by the occasional emptiness of a foreclosed property. For many, the path to homeownership has become a cycle of hope and disappointment, as opportunities for growth are stifled by economic stagnation. In Modesto, the promise of a peaceful life is ever present, but fragile, threatened by forces that lie just beneath the surface. Empty homes with overgrown yards, slow-moving cars on quiet streets, foreclosure notices, distant agricultural fields, children playing near boarded-up houses. These are the quiet markers of a fragile peace, where hope lingers just beneath the surface, even as uncertainty settles in. Lancaster, where the desert winds whisper of opportunity, but the housing market tells a different story. The vast expanse of the Mojave stretches beyond the city's edge, its stillness broken only by the restless howls of the wind. Here, new developments rise from the sand, promising a fresh start. Yet the sense of uncertainty is palpable. Underneath the clear blue sky, residents navigate a landscape marked by fluctuating home values and limited job prospects. For those daring enough to stake their claim, the desert offers both challenge and reward. But Lancaster's siren song often fades, leaving would-be homeowners stranded on shifting ground. Sweeping desert vistas, houses half buried by sand, wind-blown streets, construction sites, tumbleweeds rolling by. These images remind us that the promise of a new life in the desert can be as fleeting as the wind itself. Palmdale, a city on the edge of the Mojave, where home prices outpace local incomes. The stark beauty of the high desert is undeniable. Crimson sunsets, endless horizons, and a sense of possibility. Yet beneath this allure, a quiet struggle unfolds. For many, the dream of homeownership is stifled by the widening gap between earnings and property costs. As night falls, the city's lights shimmer like stars scattered across the sand, illuminating both hope and hardship. In Palmdale, every mortgage signed is a leap of faith, a wager against rising prices and stagnant wages. The promise of the desert is real, but for many, it remains just out of reach. Victorville, where the vast landscape belies the challenges of declining property values. The city rises from the arid plain, a beacon for those seeking affordable shelter. Yet, behind the facade of spacious homes and wide streets, the reality is more precarious. Here, the sands of fortune shift quickly, eroding equity and confidence alike. The distant roar of traffic on the interstate is a constant reminder of the transience that defines this place. For every new arrival, there are others quietly departing, their dreams of homeownership undone by falling values and economic pressures. In Victorville, the stability promised by a home is often as fleeting as a desert mirage. All across these neighborhoods, you can almost feel the transience, yards stretching out beneath the sun, playgrounds sitting quiet and empty, and those for sale and price-reduced signs cropping up on every block. Cars pull away from driveways, fences stand sun-bleached and weathered. It's a landscape caught between what was and what might be. Merced, yeah, it's the gateway to Yosemite, but for homebuyers here, it's a place of high risks and, honestly, pretty low returns. The city's close proximity to such a natural wonder draws people in, but the housing market, well, it tells a totally different story. You'll find streets lined with hope, sure, but also a whole lot of caution. Folks know their investment might not pay off the way they hope. As the morning mist lifts from the valley, you start to see the real challenge Merced presents. With rising costs, and not a lot of room for growth, every home purchase feels like a calculated risk. In this city, where beauty and uncertainty go hand in hand, putting down roots is both a privilege and, yeah, a bit of a gamble. Misty mornings settle over quiet neighborhoods, with Yosemite just visible in the distance. Hopeful couples wander through open houses, their dreams mingling with the cool air. All around, for sale signs linger a little longer than expected, gathering dust as the days pass. Vallejo, is a city shaped by waterways and history, but its housing market, well, it's fraught with instability. The gentle lapping of the bay against the shore might offer a soothing soundtrack, but there's this ever-present undercurrent of unease you just can't ignore. Once, Vallejo stood as a beacon of maritime promise, and now, it faces the constant ebb and flow of market uncertainty. Property values here fluctuate like the tides. For those hoping to find sanctuary, every decision feels tinged with risk. The city's rich past is reflected in its architecture and in the spirit of its people, yet the future, honestly, remains uncertain. In Vallejo, homeownership is a journey on restless waters, where stability is as elusive as the fog that rolls in from the sea. Waterways shimmer at dawn, winding past historic downtown buildings as fog quietly drifts over sleepy neighborhoods. For sale signs stand in close-up, some perched on empty porches, while waves gently touch the shore, hinting at the city's constant state of flux. As our journey through California's hidden corners draws to a close, the landscape itself seems to pause and reflect. The distant echo of city life mixes with the soft strains of music, inviting us to look just a bit deeper at the complexities beneath the surface. Each city we've visited holds its own story, a delicate balance of hope and hardship, promise and, well, peril. In the vast expanse of California, not all cities are created equal for those searching for a place to call home. The dream is real, but so too are the challenges that can turn aspiration into adversity. Let the lessons of these 10 cities linger, a gentle reminder that the pursuit of home is as much about resilience as it is about opportunity. Choose wisely, and let the land guide your journey. In the end, it's not just about owning a home. It's about finding a place where your story can unfold with security and grace, right here among the ever-changing landscapes of the Golden State.